Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you could see it and you could purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today, we're associating two words not often used in combination, lovable and Rolex. This Rolex Oyster Perpetual 36 is a lovable Rolex. Reference 116000, this is a scrambled serial series, so a fairly recent production watch with an Explorer style dial and applique tri-Arabic numerals. The watch has a lovely polished domed style bezel, and the 36mm Oyster case wears easily on my 16cm circumference wrist, though it does have the wrist presence of a bigger case, as the rather cushion-shaped Oyster always extends itself to create the appearance of a 37 or even a 38mm watch. 11.6mm thick, relatively thin with a domed bezel, it slides underneath any tight sleeve or cuff. The watch spans two different dimensions across the wrist. If we're counting just the case, it's 44.2mm lug-to-lug, and then if you're counting the solid end links of the bracelet, it's 45.7mm. The watch has a 20mm spacing between the lugs, and the bracelet is substantial, though I will mention if ever a modern Rolex watch with a modern Rolex bracelet were suited to an accessory strap, I feel this watch, with all the character, charm, and quirk factor of its dial, would be nicely matched to a calfskin with a contrasting white stitch aviator style. But 20mm is the sizing, the decision is yours. This is an Oyster bracelet, satin top, polished outer flanks, sizable by removable screw-fixed link. You can see the internals of the clasp are all matte finished because this is an entry-level model, and there's a beak and hook system that latches it shut. So you can see there is a vertical trigger. It is not a friction fit system. It closes with a snick and a snap. Tolerances are outstanding. You see there is an embossed Rolex crown because, again, this is an entry-level and unassuming, unpretentious Rolex watch. Again, I never thought I would use some of those words in combination, but it does fit. This is an unassuming Rolex watch and unpretentious. If you want the quality of the brand without the baggage, this watch. 3 divots inside the clasp so you can change the anchoring point and move the bracelet in or out as fit may dictate, so you can actually size this bracelet a bit without actually removing or adding links. Rolling back to the case, it's a handsome and simple case design. You'll see it on the Oyster Perpetuals, you'll see it on the Datejusts, the Daytonas, and the Day Dates. This is not the super case. It's a graceful and nostalgic trip into Rolex's past, with a grace that you will not find, I should mention, on the squared off and sheer profiles of GMT's Submariners and Explorer 2s. The timepiece features a twin lock crown, screw down, 100-meter water resistance, and recall that this is a direct descendant of the original 1930s bubble back. From the early 1930s, the combination of the Oyster water-resistant case and the Perpetual automatic winding system created the first modern men's sports-style watch. That old Oyster Perpetual finds its closest living relative in the Rolex catalog right here. The descendant of the bubble back, the watch is also remarkably quirky by Rolex standards. Note first that you have a radially arrayed set of Arabic numerals for the minutes. The radial array is unusual. You'll also appreciate the fact that the watch has an Explorer style dial that's hidden among all of this quirk factor, and centrally you can see that there are deeply channeled concentric gadroons. This is known as the concentric dial, so it's both a concentric dial and an Explorer dial. Finally, the usual block text that you find on a Rolex dial is initially nowhere to be found, as you see just Swiss made and Rolex, but then in round robin fashion you can see certified Oyster Perpetual Superlative Chronometer, officially certified Oyster Perpetual Superlative Chronometer. It runs on in a loop, so there's a wonderful symmetry as well as an absence of crowded block text on this dial. White gold numerals, white gold crown, white gold hands. The watch is loomed. It features stop seconds. You pull the crown out, you stop the seconds hand. It has hacking, 31 joules automatic winding with bidirectional action for smoothness, 48-hour power reserve, caliber 3130, 31 joules, full balance bridge, free sprung index for shock resistance, overcoil hairspring for the ability to keep excellent time in any position on your wrist or dresser, helping the watch to pass the COSC Swiss chronometer test. It is a certified chronometer. The watch also features a overcoil hairspring of oxidized niobium zirconium, so that overcoil hairspring ring upper gay over coil made by hand, helps the watch earn its chronometer certification, but its alloy, which is the blue oxidized niobium zirconium, is highly anti-magnetic, so it is both a very accurate watch and a very resistant watch, shock resistant, water resistant, and of course anti-magnetic. This watch is a wonderful everyday that can dress up just as easily as it can dress down. Quirky, lovable, unassuming. Never thought I'd say that about a Rolex, but this Oyster Perpetual takes it. See it and make it yours on the watch box. Rolex Oyster Perpetual Concentric Explorer dial by night.